Hey everyone, thanks so much for watching. My name is Sarah and this is going to be my weeks 35 and 36 pregnancy update, as well as my what's in my hospital bag video. So I'm going to be showing you what's in my own bag and also what's in baby girl's hospital bag. So before we do that, I'll just do a quick update on the pregnancy. So at 35 weeks, I was having just tons of mild contractions, maybe more like Braxton Hicks contractions. I was feeling nauseous. I just felt all around awful. I basically slept the whole first half of the day, and I was starting to get really worried that I might be going into labor. So that was a really bad start to my 35th week of pregnancy, but it only lasted a day. And since then, I've actually been feeling pretty good. So I was supposed to go for a 36-week doctor's visit, but I actually went in at 35 weeks and 6 days, which I didn't think would make a difference. But because I went in one day early, she didn't want to do any kind of cervix check or do my Group B strep test. So I have to wait until my 37-week appointment to get checked and to get swabbed for the Group B strep. So my doctor's visit was very uneventful, nothing really to report. She just listened to the baby's heartbeat, measured my belly. She said baby is actually a little bit small. So that was kind of a surprise because earlier in the pregnancy, whenever I'd get the ultrasounds, I was always measuring ahead, or baby was measuring ahead, and now she seems a bit small. So we'll see. Maybe she'll weigh about the same as my son did. He was 7 pounds, 3 ounces, born right at 40 weeks. So that was my doctor's visit for my 36-week doctor's visit. And since then, for 36 weeks, I've had kind of the same, just Braxton Hicks contractions here and there. Not really anything painful. Haven't had any nausea. Haven't had any bleeding. Nothing has really changed. So I'm actually debating whether or not I want to get checked at 37 weeks. It's totally up to me. You don't have to get a cervix check to see if you're dilated, but I'm kind of curious. I really don't think I am, though, because I just haven't really had too many painful contractions or anything like that. She is still moving around a ton. I feel like jabs, like really strong jabs here and there, and I still think she's head down, but the doctor will check for that definitely at my 37-week appointment. So I'll keep you guys updated on how that appointment goes. Looking back on my last pregnancy, I always like to reference my journal that I kept from my pregnancy with my son. I did take one bump shot at 36 weeks. It's kind of a terrible picture of me. I must have been exhausted. I don't know. But there was my 36-week belly. Looking a little frumpy there. And then I wrote in for 35 weeks. Let's see. Nothing all that interesting. Just physically and emotionally exhausted, having a hard time walking a mile on the treadmill. I was still trying to jog or run on the treadmill a little bit at this point during my last pregnancy. Now I'm not on any treadmill. I've done a little bit of walking. I actually went on a hike, a pretty long hike, the other day with my husband because it was his birthday and he wanted to go rock climbing. So we hiked up to the rocks, and it was actually not too bad. Most of it was flat. It was a little bit uphill, but most of it was flat, and the hike was not too bad. It didn't really have a lot of Braxton Hicks while we were walking, so that was good. But yeah, otherwise I haven't been exercising all that much. Let's see. Looking forward to my next doctor's appointment. Okay, week 36. oh gosh, this memory is terrible. We went out to dinner to a Mexican restaurant, and we both ended up with really bad food poisoning. It was awful. It actually was awful. It was one of the worst days I've ever experienced. It was about 36 hours of pure hell, throwing up, and all the other unmentionable side effects of food poisoning, and I was super pregnant, and it was awful. Let's see, I had my cervix checked at my 36-week doctor's appointment. I was not dilated at all, about 50% effaced, and he said the baby weighed 5 to 5.5 pounds. He did my group B strep, which came back negative, and my weight was 159 in my first pregnancy. My weight at my 36-week doctor's appointment this time was 136. Or I'm sorry, 156. So a little bit less than my weight with my first pregnancy. So I've gained about 30, so I started at 122, so I've gained 34 pounds, so I'm pretty happy with that, and if it goes up a little bit more, that's fine. So that's my pregnancy update, and other than that, I'll show you my bump, and then I will show you what's in my hospital bag and baby's hospital bag. So here is my 36.5-week bump. A little bit hard to see it in this dress. Let's see here. So I feel about the same. I don't feel like she's really dropped any more than she had been before. And still no stretch marks yet. So there you have it, the bump. All right, so now for the fun part. I guess we'll start with my hospital bag. So this is what I'm bringing. It's actually quite small. It's just a really tiny gym bag from Cabela's, like one of those freebie ones that they hand out. So yeah, it's pretty tiny. But you know, it's got some pink accents on it, so I thought it would be cute since we're having a girl. All right, so inside in this pocket here, I just have one pair of reusable breast pads. I think they'll probably have some of the disposables there, but for nursing, I'm just going to bring one pair of my own, one pair of Smart Wool really warm socks, and then one pair of just regular shorty socks. So just in case, I'm not sure if my feet are going to be freezing or warm, but yeah, that's what I'm bringing as far as footwear goes. And then I'll just bring like one pair of flip-flops, which I'm going to store in this front pouch here, which is currently empty. So this will be where my flip-flops are while I'm, laboring and recovering in the hospital. We'll just keep them in my bag in this front pocket. Okay. And then these side pockets here, on this side, I'm not bringing any regular underwear besides the one pair that I'll have on, potentially unless my water breaks, and then I'll probably have one of these on. But these are just the Depends women's diapers. I'm going to bring 3 extra pairs because they'll have some mesh underwear at the hospital, but I might not like them, so I'm going to bring 3 pairs of extra Depends. And on the other side, I've got this pouch here, which is my sleep supplies. So I've got my sleeping mask. I've got a pair of earplugs, headphones to listen to music, and a phone charger. And that's it. That's in there. Just stuff that I want to have, you know, right next to my bed. I might also throw in like a chapstick, maybe some mints or something in this bag as well. And then in the main compartment, we've got 2 toiletry bags that are both clear. So this one we'll go through first. This is going to be my main thing of toiletries. So we've got not too much stuff. I'm kind of a minimalist when it comes to packing for the hospital. So just some face wash, some Rock Daytime Daily Moisturizer for my face. Anything else for the face in here? Don't think so. Allergy medicines, just generic Flonase. In case I take a shower, which I doubt I will, or I might shower, but I probably won't wash my hair. But you never know, like sometimes things can get kind of gross. So just in case, I am bringing a little thing of shampoo and conditioner, just like sample size stuff from my hair dye, and an Aveda shampoo, dry shampoo, hairbrush, my mouthwash, which comes in 2 separate bottles, toothbrush and toothpaste, a sample size native deodorant, and a hair tie and a tiny little hair clip. And that's it for toiletries. All fits nicely in this one simple clear bag that's water resistant, and yeah, it should be good. They should have things like soap and stuff at the hospital, so I'm not gonna bother packing soaps. So that's what I got for toiletries, and then this little one here is gonna be my makeup. So not too much makeup, just a few necessities. We've got some chapstick. To do my eyebrows, I've got Tarte Big Ego eyebrow gel and pencil, or crayon, I guess it is. Kind of going through this fast, just so you get the idea. This Tarte Big Ego mascara, which I probably won't wear, just in case. This is the Boing Benefit Concealer. A butter bronzer by Physicians Formula. An e.l.f. Blush. And a brush that I'll use, just a really simple e.l.f. Brush that I'll use for the bronzer and for the blush. So that's it for makeup. Moving on to clothes that I'll be bringing. Like I said, there's not going to be much in here. So if we're going to the hospital, I'll probably just wear, you know, whatever I feel like. Some sort of maternity leggings and a maternity t-shirt. And everything else in here will be just kind of like going home clothes, and then a couple of comfy things. So, first I've got, let's see, I'll show you. I've got this robe here. It's really, really soft, and it's kind of like a purplish, pinkish blush sort of color. 3/4 length sleeves, and I'll probably wear this over my hospital gown in the hospital if I decide to wear the hospital gown. So I've just got a nice soft robe. I'm bringing 2 nursing tanks. No nursing bras, just the tanks. So this one is from Motherhood Maternity, but it is the Jessica Simpson brand. Really soft black maternity tank. And then I'm also bringing this basic sort of chalky pink maternity tank with a shelf bra from Motherhood. I'm not bringing any shorts, but I am bringing these really soft maternity capris. They go under the belly, so they'll be really comfy. And they're from Motherhood as well. They're the Motherhood Sleep Collection. And they're just very simple black sleep capris. So that'll be my lounge clothes. And then for going home, I'm bringing just this simple dress to go home in. I'll probably wear like one of the nursing tanks under it. It just goes to about my knees. Something really, really comfy. It's gonna be hot, so it's just a simple dress. And if I don't feel like wearing a dress for any reason, I'm also just bringing a flowy shirt as like my extra option, which I would wear with whatever capris I end up going to the hospital in, or the sleep ones that I'm bringing. So just as a separate option, I'm gonna bring one soft flowy shirt. And that is it. So there's a few things that aren't in here, like my wallet, my cell phone, my pillow, but I can't really pack those until the last second. So I'll make like a list. I'll probably write out a list of last second items I need to grab and add those. I am going to bring my own pillow, but I'm going to leave it in the car, and if I decide I need it, I'll have my husband run down to grab it, but I'm not going to get a big giant bag to bring just a pillow in. So that's why I'm taking this really tiny bag. And yeah, that's all I got for my bag, and let's move on to baby stuff. Okay, so this is the Miss Fong diaper bag that I showed you in a previous video. It's my older one, but I'm going to be using this for my baby's hospital bag. So let's take a look at what's inside. Okay, the first thing is this big fluffy blanket, which I will probably leave in the car. But when I did my hospital consultation, they did tell me to bring a blanket for baby for going home. So even though it's going to be really hot in summer, it's going to be summertime. So it'll be really hot. I don't know if we'll need this blanket, but I'm just going to leave it in the car. So we'll take that out and go through what's left in here, which again, I'm a minimalist. There's not much. So first thing's kind of an item for me, but it fit better in this bag. So it is the Haka manual silicone breast pump. It's kind of a cool device. I've never used it before, but it's supposed to help to catch the milk on the breast that's not being nursed on. So I'm gonna just bring it since it's pretty small and compact, and may or may not use it. I'm not gonna bring my big electric pump though. So everything else in here is for the baby. So first thing in this side pocket here, I've got this portable white noise machine. Let's see if it works. There we go. Anyway, there's all sorts of music and sounds on here, and I'm also bringing the little charger USB cable just in case. Back here we've got for baby just 2 pair of infant socks and 1 white headband that could go with any of the outfits that I have in the bag. This is kind of a non-necessity thing I'm packing, but it's this really cute tutu and tutu headband that I thought would be great for pictures. I might not end up taking these pictures at the hospital, but just in case, I'm going to bring it for photos if we want to do anything kind of fancy. And then we've got a couple of outfits. So I'm bringing one pair of bloomer shorts and one short sleeve onesie for going home. I'm just giving myself a couple of options depending on the weather. So either a short sleeve onesie, or I've got this gray long sleeve onesie that was actually my son's with the little hand covers. I don't have any newborn mittens. I've been thinking of picking up a pair, but I don't currently have any. So if I need something like that, I'll just put her in the long sleeve onesie with the covers for her nails so she doesn't scratch her face. And then, so it's either going to be one of these outfits or just this cute hand-me-down button-up sleeper, which also has the mitten covers. Other than that, this is a Velcro swaddle that we'll be bringing. They have plenty of blankets to swaddle the baby at the hospital, but just in case we get tired of doing the whole blanket swaddle situation, I'm going to bring one of these for ease of use. And let's see, last but not least, this is kind of the lightweight blanket that I'm bringing. It's a swaddle blanket that I also thought would be cute for pictures from Copper Pearl, and the matching hat. And that's all I'm bringing for the baby. The rest of the pockets in here are completely empty. Things I'm not bringing are going to be things like diapers, wipes, bottles. I don't know. I feel like I'm not packing very much because you basically just need something to take the baby home in, and maybe a cute picture outfit. So other than that, they have like clothes for the baby to wear while she's there. They've got the blankets, like I said, they've got diapers and wipes. And so I don't feel like I really need to bring too much stuff. And then for me, they've got, like I said earlier, they've got the mesh underwear, they've got the Tux pads, they've got the ice packs, you know, everything that you really need besides like a going home outfit or like comfort items. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got. The car seat will obviously be another thing that we bring that is cleaned and ready to be installed in the car. We have a base. It's not yet put in my car, but we know how to do it from having my son Bradley, so it's pretty easy to put the base in, and we'll probably just do that maybe a week or so before the due date. So I feel really prepared and ready for whenever labor comes on. And my doctor and I are also going to be talking about an induction possibly at my 37-week appointment, because I do not want to go over my due date, and I'll tell you more about that in my next pregnancy update. But yeah, so she will be here in the next 3.5 weeks sometime for sure, and that's getting really exciting. As far as my husband's hospital bag, he will take care of that. He is very experienced with packing quickly because he is a pilot and he's constantly on the road. He's got all of his toiletries and everything very organized, and so I'm not going to worry at all about packing for him. I will probably go to the store and get some snacks though to bring for my husband, and also maybe for myself while we're in the hospital. So I think that's all I have to talk about for this video, but thank you very much for watching. If you found it helpful, I hope you'll give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to follow along with the rest of my pregnancy journey and delivery journey, and I will see you all very soon. Take care.